What's up, GS350 JP in the house. Last night, me, a couple of brothers, one of my friends, he came out here to Japan. He comes out like every so often, like maybe 2-3 times a year to Japan and stuff and visit. And he got here last week, so we went out last night. There's another brother down here from Chicago, and this other guy, he's Japanese and American, lived from Hawaii though. And four of us went out last night to this club called Grand Cafe. And on Thursday nights, I think twice a month on Thursday nights, they have this kind of what is it called? An event where they play all kinds of music. It's mixed, you know, house, R&B, hip hop, and reggae and stuff, right? So we walked in there last night. It was only like $20 and you get one free drink. So we went in the club and we were just sitting there talking. I mean, standing talking, you know, looking at all the girls that was in it, man. It was a whoo, man. They were fine, you know. So there was these 3 women standing by the wall, and they all look good. They all look good. So I said, forget this, you know, because the other guys, they weren't. I guess I don't know what they were thinking. So I walked over and said, hey, what's happening? How y'all doing? And one said, we all right. And she spoke English, and of course she's been familiarized with foreign people and stuff, right? And so I'm like, where you from? She said, I'm from Shizuoka. You know where that's at? And I'm like, yeah. But she was kind of like being a little, how can I say, not so nice, you know. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then the other girls, I was like, where y'all from? They're like, we're from Osaka. So I'm like, well, yeah, what's up, you know? Let's chat, you know? And they were kind of looking at me like, I guess maybe because my hair was all messed up or whatever, because, you know, when I go out, I don't really dress up so much. And I guess I wasn't, they type, I guess, you know. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And I said, well, anyway, it was cool talking to you. I said, anyway, all 3 of y'all fine. So that's why I came over and said something to y'all. And they were like, oh, thank you. And I don't think I seen them the rest of the night. So anyway, we went on the dance floor and stuff, and I was, one of my homies, the one that came out here, he was on the dance floor, but he was all the way in the back where the speakers were. So I went over there and we were talking and stuff, and this girl came up next to me, and she wasn't short, she was kind of tall, and she was dressed real nice, and she started dancing next to me and started, you know, doing a bump. And so like, all right, so I put my arm around her, you know, and on her waist, and her shirt was a little short, so my hands was like all on her skin and stuff, you know, right? So we doing the bump and stuff, and ended up changing Facebook information and stuff like that. But she had these real big eyes, though. She was cute and stuff. So we kept doing that. But I guess I don't know, man. Sometimes I just be messing up, and you know, we hugged a little bit and stuff, and then she said, you know, the excuses to get away from people, right? I gotta go do something. Like, all right. So she wanted her friends and stuff, and it was cool, you know, because when I go to clubs, you know, I like to meet a lot of people and stuff. And then after that, went to the front and was just dancing. I just danced the whole night on the dance floor and stuff, you know. And then after the club, that's when the excitement started. We were sitting outside, and these 2 girls came out, and they said in Japanese, so I wonder where shall we sit? And so I told them in Japanese, I said, here, you can sit here on my lap. I said, both of you, I got 2 laps, both of y'all can sit down. And they started laughing. They're like, no, it's okay. And they started laughing and stuff. And then my friends were like, what happened? I told them what they said. I said, oh, that was cool. And then it was these other girls came out. And like these girls, you know, out here, you know, they be dressing nice, but they be on their bikes a lot. You know, they be rolling out on their bikes and stuff. So they all jumped on their bikes, looking good too, and they rolled out and stuff. And there was this one girl, I had walked across the street because they told us to move from in front of the club. So we went in front of the, across the street, right? And there was this other girl there, and she had on these shorts, and she was kind of a little dark, you know, legs were dark, nice muscles, you know. Oh man, she was nice, high heel shoes on, the Daisy Duke shorts, and she was fine. She was real fine. So she was drinking some water, and I said, can I have some? She's like, all right. So she gave me some, you know. We chatted for a little bit. Then her friend came and grabbed her and stuff, right? And then I went over where my friends were, and they were like, one of them was like, oh man, come on, let's go talk to him. I'm like, oh, I already spoke to him, you know, you go by yourself. He said, oh, come on. I'm like, all right, cool. So I just went to be a wingman. So as we were walking over to him, these other Japanese guys walked over to him and started talking and stuff, you know. And so I was just gonna go back, but then my friend, he was all complaining, oh, why didn't guys have to talk to him like that? I'm like, we just go and talk, they just probably all friends and stuff. And he was like, he kind of acted like he was a little shy and stuff. So I was like, all right, so we went over there and started talking and stuff. And one of the Japanese guys said something like gaijin something, And then I turned to him and I said, yeah, no, don't worry, we ain't trying to take your women and stuff, And he was like, oh, you understood? I said, yeah. I said, I'm just here getting some Japanese listening practices and stuff, or practicing it. He's like, what do you mean? I said, well, you Nampan, right? So I want to hear what you're saying, so I can learn this stuff too. And he started laughing. He said, no, it's not like that. I said, it's okay, So the 6 of us were talking this stuff, and then I don't know what my friend was. She was trying to talk to the other girl. I don't know if she was giving any play or not. And I think, I don't know. Anyway, I was like, okay, cool, And they all walked off together and stuff. And then on the way back, the other 2 guys, one of my other friends and the Hawaiian guy, he, because he's Hawaiian and white, I guess, or something like that. And they were talking to these 2 other girls. And one of them was kind of thin, not so thin, but, just regular shorts on and stuff, And she was kind of cute. She was cuter than her other friend. And then her other friend, oh man, was kind of had these like thick muscular legs and had backs and everything, And I walked over to her and I said, yo, what's up? Because my other friend, the one that was come out here a lot, he wasn't like really stepping to her and stuff, I was like, all right, I said, oh, what's up? She was like, all right. So I put my arm around her and stuff, And I said, here, give me a hand. So she gave me her hand. And I put her on my neck and I picked her up. Man, she was heavy, I was like, dang, man, she was thick though. Well, not fat, but I mean like muscles and stuff, And I was like, dang, girl, you heavy. And she's like, yeah. I said, okay, come on, let's go. And she's like, no, help me. And I started laughing, so I put her down, right? And then my other friends were like, oh man, that was cool how you did that. I was like, oh, they just, out here in Japan, you can do that to the girls. I mean, not anyone, but, the girls, which girls that would want you to do that and who don't want you to do that and stuff. And they're like, oh, okay. So me and her started talking and traded emails and stuff, because I don't be getting girls' numbers no more. That stuff's expensive. And she was talking about she lived near the club, and she lived by herself. I said, oh, let's go. I'm watching DVDs. She's like, no. I was like, oh, come on, So anyway, we was talking and stuff, and what she did was she kind of like stood in front of me while I was hugging her, and then I stopped, and then she kind of stood up. She stood in front of me with her back towards me and like backed into me. So then I just put my arm around her waist, because that's what they do in the clubs. When you're in the club, and if a girl walk in front of you and stand there, you can just put your arm, because that's their way of saying, hey, I like you, I want to dance with you, without being too verbal and stuff, And they did that, and I was like, oh man, gosh, girl, you thick. I mean, you nice, And she said, yeah, I know. And then what I said, I don't know, I said something to her, and she just kind of like started wiggling and stuff, and wiggling and stuff, and I started, I started dancing. We were dancing and stuff, and then I kind of like woke up a little bit, right? And I guess she must have kind of noticed my energy, and so she started moving a little bit more and stuff. I was like, oh wow, it's cool. And then I whispered in her ear, and I said, I bet you're da 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 da. And she was like, yeah, da 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 da. And then I said, well, are you blah blah blah? And she said, yes, I am. And I said, well, I'm how can I say that? I said, well, I'm a big brother, And then she was like, yeah, I think so. And I mean, not I think so. Yeah, I know, I could see and stuff. And then she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, you gotta let me in your house one day. And she's like, I don't know, cause it might, And then I was like, no. I said, how can I say that? I said, you can turn the heat up and start sweating or something like that, you know, and things would be easy.